city's biggest attractions, Allegiant Stadium, opened back in 2020. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to... Timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And drive number 1 for them was a punt. We'll see what drive number 2 holds here.
And oftentimes you think to yourself, okay, second possession, let's go ahead and open things up. Let's get a little bit crazier on offense. Maybe it wasn't a matter of that. Maybe they just missed a block or two. Maybe they had the right plays call. Sometimes it's just the execution. Let's see if they can execute a little bit better on this drive.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Going to go on 4th down. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Adams, the man in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Here's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd down and goal. Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he is dropped. Though we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Cook following the penalty. It's a room to maneuver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 44, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Bill.
Cook up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the about 25 on second down. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen from 17 yards out. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Raiders 7. Tyler Bass for the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2nd and 5 now. Allen, he finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Allen. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And again, it's Allen. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Out to his left. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a dump off here complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Allen on first and 10, and it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second and 10, Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion goes the tight end. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team. On
second down, Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Allen taking it himself. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Well, getting to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. preferably a takeaway.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On play action, now Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and 1 less down to try and get it.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7. And the Bills first down.
Now Cook running right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That play blown up on a really nice effort by Jerry Tillery.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Allen going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up
to the air. Allen. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Bilal Nichols there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Diggs going in motion right. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 10.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now receiver in motion left. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
Tyler Bass to kick off the ball.
fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do it...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
694! Express!
Now a play fake. Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Carr going to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33.
They are in a field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And some space here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
Here's White, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Carr now to throw.
9-yard line.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Here's Carr to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Carlson able to put this one through, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
McKenzie now from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Isaiah McKenzie. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.